We live, baby.
Hey, 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 hey. What it do? This episode 8, it's a great week coming up on the new year. We want to talk about cherishing every moment and being in the moment, living in the moment, cherishing the grind, you know. And typically
Right.
we do this show every week, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you see the logos up there. TikTok, I'm working on it. I'm just being a little lazy, you know. Spotify, we should be up next week, hopefully. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, hopefully. But yeah, do you want to start us off, or you want me to start us off? Go ahead, tell them what you want.
Yeah, follow up on that. Yeah, too. We got social media coming, Instagram, Twitter account, Facebook account coming up, so you guys can for all those you have people that you may not use Twitch, you can share the podcast episode with them if you think that it's something that will help them or something that they will enjoy listening to. And as far as today's episode, yeah, we getting right back into the grind. We was off last week, so we gonna just jump right back into it. And cherishing each moment to me, it just talks about like means enjoying the process. You know what I mean, Idris? Enjoying instead of we all have where we want to go. We all have the vision of who we want to be. And sometimes I feel like the journey and how it takes to get there, the work that goes in, doesn't get appreciated as much.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
live, baby.
Yo, appreciate the follow, Chile, child, whatever. However, I met you yesterday. Appreciate you showing out. Um, Mogwai, Appy, everybody. Yeah, sometimes the grind isn't appreciated, but nonetheless, you have to appreciate the journey yourself. First of all, if you can't look at it yourself, then then what can you actually move forward towards? You can't seek validation from the masses when you can't even like respect yourself, appreciate yourself, love yourself. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't get difficult, but it starts with you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
With
like
you.
it starts with you. Like, and I just want to talk about some other stuff as well. Cherishing every moment isn't just about positive, it's about the negative as well. It's all encompassing. You never know the last moments you're going to have with somebody. You never know the last moments that you're going to be on this earth. You never know the last moments that you're going to be able to be in your job, whatever. Literally everything. There's good days, there's bad days, everything out there. But nonetheless, like, you have to take everything moment by moment and cherish it. Like,
Moment by moment and cherish it. So I agree, and I think this is something that we are trying to put into practice, right? The practice these principles. Sometimes it can be hard. So I want to ask you, how do you even in those negative moments find like the mental headspace to stay positive and just appreciate what's around you?
oh, it can be
We
it can be very
live,
difficult.
baby.
Um, Yo,
Mm,
y'all showing mad love in the chat right now. Sorry, I'm super dazed
yes.
right now. Appreciate
Me
it.
too. The chat going
Um,
crazy.
yeah,
It's going
Kendall, Bree, everybody being in here. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Um, and how do I stay positive in those moments of negativity? Uh, Honestly, every day is a challenge. Every day is a challenge. But some things that I found that help me is being able to surround myself with other people who are motivated similarly, because sometimes
We
even just being
live,
around,
baby.
they can help get you out of that rut. And and associating with people with similar aspirations, goals, dreams can help you. By you just associating with that, you're kind of leeching their energy. I'll be honest, you're kind of leeching their energy, but hey, everybody kind of needs that day. Sometimes it's rough,
yeah.
and just make sure when they're having a bad day, you can do your part as well.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. And I think too, an important thing is too, like you said, we I feel like, especially because we all have lives, we all go to work and we all do these other things. and then and then I feel like there's so much negativity out there, but you can't always act on your feelings when you're out, in the world. You can't just react to how you would like, and you harness that negative energy that made you mad. You take it in, you hold it in, then you get home and you release it or on someone else or onto yourself even and your own mental. So I think it like letting go of that, finding ways to let go of that energy, that negativity, definitely it will, like you said, it will help cherish those moments
Yeah,
and
and
remind yourself like who you were surrounded with.
absolutely, you got to remind yourself who
Right.
you're surrounding with. Positive association is going to help you through it. Also, we'll go back to it because I didn't really get to go super far in detail with it. It goes back to yourself. You know, oftentimes, oftentimes we struggle with things, and oftentimes we can give so much advice to other people. And isn't it crazy that like we can speak such kind words to other people and give such great advice out to other people, but we won't remind ourselves of the words we just said.
No facts.
You
That's
know,
big facts. And
that
I don't
statement,
know why is that?
I just want to repeat that statement though. Like we speak such kind words to ourselves. Like I know for a fact I do this. I'm a massive overthinker, and I want everybody to be happy around me, and I want everybody to be blessed around me. Like that's just the kind of person I am. I want you to be happy. I want you to be like thriving. And at the same time, through my struggle, I'll be in my own mental depression while I'm speaking to you kind words. I won't listen to my own words. So that's another thing you can do. Like honestly, look yourself in the mirror and do some affirmations. Like
Mm,
Bree Games, I'm gonna shout her out right now. She's a legend at this. She calls everybody kings and queens. Like shout out Bree Games. She calls everybody kings and queens. But just a simple
that's
statement
what's
like
up.
that lifts people up. Like
Right.
like give yourself that little bit of light. If it's just a small piece that you can do for yourself, one single word. Start with that, and every day, I guarantee you, think with that glass half full mentality, and you'll be able to pull up on it stronger and stronger and stronger every day.
And then exact, I love that. That's some beautiful words, man. And applying that to your daily life, I guarantee you, if you apply, and that's the thing we're all trying to do. We're trying to apply these words that we're saying. When we apply it, I guarantee you, you will see a change in your life. You will. There's no way about it. When you just speak positivity to yourself and into the universe, you're gonna get that back. And I think that's such a major thing. And as far as you, like you said, sometimes we don't apply. We'll be going through our own problems while we're trying to help others. I think we got to get out of that though. We got to be able to be open with each other even through the issues we're going through because I'm trying to see the goals. I'm trying to see your goals happen and you want to see mine. So you got to find that person you can share those problems with so you're not just going through these things alone.
Mm-hmm. Put the pride, put the ego aside a little bit, and if you're going through something, make sure to tell somebody. Like
Mm,
I pray you have somebody in your corner or in your life that you can feel comfortable to talk to. And if for some reason you don't, like just know that I'm always available, like judgment free, like just someone who wants to help you win in life. Yo, y'all are going crazy. Appreciate it, Franco, Ducky, everybody with the subs. Thank y'all so much. Um, and but if you don't have somebody in your life to be able to help you with that, like just know like my DMs are always open. My whispers are always open. Anything you need, you got my socials, whatever. Hit me up. I'll be able to help you with anything that you need. And sometimes it's not always about fixing things. Sometimes you might just need somebody to listen. So you let me know what it is.
right.
Um,
And that's a problem I need to like. That's what I'm just saying. I'm trying to improve in myself. Is you said it's not always about fixing things. Sometimes I have to do a better job of just listening And that's what sometimes. And if you're that friend too, and you have someone telling you about their problems, just sometimes just listen, and it can make all the difference. And I think it goes because it goes both ways. It goes both
Yeah.
ways. Hey, chat going wild.
Salute, salute, salute. Um, yeah, sometimes just listen. It's not always about a solution to everything. It's not always about that. It's living in the moment. Cherish the moment. Cherish the struggle. You know, there's got
Yes,
to be rain before a rainbow, right?
rainbow
Uh,
for a rainbow, man.
it's not a setback. It's a set up for the future. Like literally everything is a lesson. I don't fail, I learn, you know? The only time I fail is when I quit. You know,
That's
don't
right.
ever quit. Don't quit on yourself. And hopefully you have people in your life who aren't going to quit on you either. Um, but like for real, don't quit, man. Don't quit. Don't give up on
That's what
yourself.
it is.
Everything's a lesson. Like as much as things hurt, there is so much value in there like to take away from it. And if you're not trying to learn from those things, then you're literally setting yourself up to be hurt even more. Like they say,
Yeah,
uh, fooled me once, shame on you. Fooled me twice, shame on me. That's because you didn't learn from it. You know, you really got to take
and,
things into
yep.
into analysis and go ham. Like
Oh,
see
hell,
what you could do
that's
to be
whack. That's
better.
facts. And I think so many people let the fear of failure, stop them even from trying, from cherishing the moment because, or doing what they want to do because they're so scared that they might fail. And I've been guilty of that before in the past, and I have failed doing creative stuff. I've dropped music that I thought would get more responses. I've had opportunities with writing that fell through, but all of those things that happened at the time, it was sucked. I felt dejected. I felt like, where do I go from here? But you eventually you actually keep going, and you take that and you do become better from it. All
Hmm.
of that stuff is just experience, and I don't know. I hate when hearing failure deter people's goals and ambitions because I almost think failure is not like I don't really believe in failure. Like you said, it's just keep going, keep trying,
Yeah, you got to learn from
keep
it, and
chipping
and
away.
that's the true mantra of cherish the moment. You know, it's not just about sunshine and rainbows and gold and flashing lights and this rock star life, but life has downward things, you know, like, and you gotta take away from those the moments as well. So you can learn a lot in the happy times, in the success. It feels great, and you're just gonna be like a train moving. Like you're gonna feel like you have this great momentum, but there are gonna be things that knock you down, and you gotta learn from those as well. You know.
Yeah, I think when you just look at life as a whole, it's never kind of just straight, and there's always when there's good, I always feel like there's gonna be bad coming. And when there's bad, there's going to be good coming right afterwards. So you have the key to me is like you said, that's why cherishing the moment is so important because you got to stay. If you stay in that moment, you almost preparing yourself for everything that's coming. You're never getting up or too down on yourself. You know who you are and you know where you're going. I think 2020 has taught us that more than any year we've had. What do you think?
Oh, you're absolutely correct. And a lot of people in the chat, I see them talking about it. Failure is the key to success. I learned more from failure than I learned from succeeding. Um, and yeah, snaps all around.
I
Like for
agree.
real, for
I
real.
agree.
Um, I'm a religious person as well, and whether you're religious or not, I'm not exactly sure. But um, for everybody in the chat, but a kind of question I want to ask you with that is like trusting the process. Religiously, like trusting the process is for me. You got to have faith over fear. You know. So what do you think about that? Like trust the process.
So I like to define what faith is. To me, faith is believing what you can't see. So that applies to not just religion. I'm religious, but I think even the teachings of religion apply to a lot of things that go hand in hand with life. Having faith and having belief is just, to me, knowing what's out there and knowing what you can be, knowing the that the outcome may not be in front of you, but it's possible, and truly believing self and whatever it is that you believe in. So I think I'm a big believer in it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that if sometimes what's not it's not gonna always be in front of you what you want, and it's gonna be hard. Having faith and staying strong and having that belief is what gets you through those tough times.
Certainly. Um, and
That's
life life is full of tough times. Like, let's just be honest, it is.
Joel and
There's a lot of things that are
Joel
difficult.
Embiid, baby.
Trust the process,
Yeah, it is.
Joel Embiid. But yeah, life has a lot of difficult times, and being able to deal with it is important. Um, EQ, emotional like quality, is is more important than IQ, intellectual quality. Have you ever heard that before?
No, I haven't. I've never heard of that before. I'm actually because I was gonna digress. That sound. It kind of sounds like really emotional IQ. Emotion is more important than intelligence. I would like. Could you expand on that? I'm interested. It's a
Right,
very
right,
interesting
right.
take.
So IQ, everybody knows IQ. IQ is just like how well can you comprehend what's in a book, what's your reaction time to this, that, like regular intellectual quality stuff, memorization, all types of things like that. EQ, in emotional quality, is how well you respond to things. That is much more important to life, to me personally. I think it's like almost a fact. In my world, it's a fact. Like, EQ will lead you so much further in life than anything that IQ will do. Because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but it's kind of like Achilles' heel. You know, you can have all the knowledge, all the skill right there, but guess what? Someone just chinked your armor and you ready to crumple and cry and fall down that spiral. You know,
Facts.
as opposed to someone who's maybe not the strongest, maybe not the smartest, but guess what? This person is unfazed. You got to think of it in terms of like determination, right? Like, what if you are the smartest man in the world, but you have no desire to do anything with it? As
Are you
opposed
the
to,
smartest person in the world? Then
exactly, as opposed to you being like an average man with the EQ and like work habit of the strongest man in the world, right? The strongest work habit, the strongest aspirations because of your EQ. You've gone way further than the genius because the genius who applies himself does nothing. The other person will literally do nothing in life.
you know who told. I heard some wise. What you're saying reminds me of something a wise man once told me. They say knowledge is a power. No, applied knowledge is power. You know who told me that?
Who told you that?
That was you.
I knew it was me. I knew it was me. That's right, right. Applied
Uh,
knowledge. Applied knowledge is everything, bro. Like, like I said, dude, you can have everything in the world going for you. But if you don't know what to do with it, you don't know how to apply yourself, and you don't know
yeah.
like how to react to things, it's worthless. Live
and,
in
and
the.
and for me, oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Go
Juice.
ahead. Go ahead. No, no, no. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's so interesting. I love that you said this because this is so true, and I find it to be like it's like when I see people like hating on successful people, like oh this person does like you see in the comments they're dumb, they don't know what they're talking about, but at the same time, I'm like who are you to call this other person because maybe they have the highest IQ, but what they did have was the desire and the dedication to whatever it was in their field and apply that and succeed in it. There's like you said, if a smartest guy is not doing anything. Is he even the smartest guy? Is he even smart? Because what are you doing with your tools? I could argue that you are more of a fool than the person that knows nothing. Because
Very
you
much
do
so.
know.
Yeah. Not only are you a fool, but you're a scumbag.
Yeah,
You're a scumbag.
kind of.
You're a scumbag. Imagine having the power to save the world and just being like, I don't feel like it today. You know, like,
Yeah,
or imagine if it wasn't something that was like, I don't feel like it today, but it was something that was actually like a physical limitation. Like, mentally, I'm just drained, so I cannot perform. And that's kind of the importance of why we wanted to bring this subject up. Like, like cherish every moment, whether it's good or bad. Learn the lessons from it
yeah,
and prepare yourself for life, because that's what it is. Is you never know when that last amount of value that you can add to somebody is. You never, and and you got to be able to perform. So it's always better to be prepared and not know the situation than to go into the situation unprepared. You know.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I want to get in. Like, we're not saying that we're not trying to shame anybody that has gone through something too, and may have, been down because we've all been there. And I think sometimes it's even okay. Like, it's okay to let it out and vent. And if you are feeling overwhelmed by something, but don't dwell on it and don't sit there, is I think what we're trying to say. You can't, don't quit. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen. You
Don't
will. It's
crumble.
happened to me. Yeah, don't crumble. If even if you are feeling drained or life can get overwhelming, key don't sit in that negative energy in that negative space because you're not cherishing the moment. Then you're not living life. You're not seeing the blessings and opportunities that are in front of you. You're almost shielding yourself from it, and then it just continue. Once you enter that space and stay there, I think, and this is from experience from talking to other people, it piles on and it keeps. It's like a snow. It's like a slope, a slippery slope.
Yeah. Um.
High
You're
key scum.
high key scum. Yeah, for sure. Like, cherish the moment though. Like, it's worth it.
Yes.
Another point I wanted to talk about it is like cherishing the moment through the negative times can get very lonely because not everyone knows what you're thinking. Not everyone knows what your situation is. Um, so these are moments that require strength. And I'm not telling you to discourage you or anything. I'm telling you to prepare you. Like, I don't know what your
100.
family life is like. I don't know what your living situation is like. I don't know what your financial situation is like. But there's difficulty in everything in everybody's life. I hope everybody's doing well, first and foremost. But um, if you need help, you can find it somewhere. You can find the knowledge somewhere. I urge you to find solutions, not to crumble.
Mm, don't crumble. Every day you wake up is a new opportunity, and it's a new opportunity to get better and put yesterday behind you. No matter how, and even when it feels like, wow, there's I can't get out of this. There is a way, and it's not easy. It's not always easy. That's the thing. It's not going to always be easy.
And
But
and
I don't think anything that's easy is worth having.
mm-hmm.
You
and
know,
you
what
and
what
you gotta have that backbone. Like, somebody
yeah.
somebody in your family tree somewhere made a decision for you to like level up your entire family's legacy. Why not you?
Whew.
Why not you? Like
Okay.
like for real. Like, gotta have some backbone. Are you okay with living an average life? Like, for real. Are you okay with living an average life?
I'm not okay with that. That's why we doing this podcast. We have this is not just for us. It's for everyone. It's for people to take away value from it. But ultimately, we have goals and dreams of taking care of the people around us. And I and I think that important thing is before you even get to there, Idris, you gotta like find what it is that is your passion. You know, what inspires you in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Find your purpose, find your
Hmm.
fulfillment in that. Yeah, like for real, find your purpose. Because like if you don't have one, you're gonna be okay living a complacent life. I know lots of people who just work and have been doing the same exact things for years and years and years. And you know what happens to them?
Like, they, I have personally, from my experience, I think eventually you there is a time where you don't want to do that anymore. You are feeling, you know what I mean? Like there's a time when it hits you. I want something else. I want something more.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's gonna. I think that happens naturally. Like that's gonna always happen.
Mm-hmm. The unfortunate part is if you don't recognize the cycle like early enough, this is what people call a midlife crisis. It's not a midlife
Yeah.
crisis because it can happen at any time. It just happens when you realize like you've wasted too much time. But basically, what happens is you have people running into the same destructive cycle over and over and over and over again. And even though it's small things, what ends up happening is years go by. Years go by, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. That's why they call it a midlife crisis, because sometimes it takes them 15, 20 years to realize it. But after those years go by, they realize, like, I've been doing the same exact routine for 15 years and my life hasn't changed a single bit. I don't have a penny more in the bank. I don't have an ounce of knowledge more in my brain. And they realize that 15 years have just gone and blinked by, and it puts people into massive depressive cycle. It's crazy.
It's crazy and it's deep. This got deep and it's true though, and it's important to realize what you want out of life right now. What is it that you want out of your life right now? So,
Mm-hmm.
Dries, I'm gonna ask you, like, now, do you think there is a time where it's like, all right, I did waste too much time. This is it for me. Nothing else I can do.
No, no,
Do
no,
you
no,
feel
no,
like that?
no, 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 no. Never, never, never. It's never too late. Never too late. You're
Never.
never too old. You're never too young. Okay. Never too old. Never too young. If you have aspirations, work on it. Like there is something
Mm.
you can do to learn. Like I guarantee it. Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it was built brick by brick, one at a time.
And then one thing I want to add on what you're saying, Idris, because I feel like I have been guilty of wasting time, and going through the same destructive cycles and wondering why the changes in my life I wanted didn't happen. And if you really want to see a change in your life, you have to change your habits and change what you do every day. You
Mm-hmm.
can't sit here and want a life and want a certain type of life and want things in your life to change that you're going through, but continue to do the same thing because then it's not nothing's going to happen. You're going to end up being in the same spot. And I think it's important. If you want to see change, it's all in the habits. It's what you do every day, every single day.
Yeah, it is. It is about what you do every single day. I just want to add on to that, um, and in a realistic fashion, it is about habits. So if you have some ugly ones, you might need to drop some. If you don't have some good ones, you may need to find some new ones. But I'm not. What I'm not going to do is tell you to change your entire life overnight. I think
Mm.
that's like impossible. That's setting yourself up for failure because you're gonna commit to something that you won't hold on to. So find one thing, change one thing you don't like about yourself, right? Work on that slowly.
Yeah, and I
Um,
think it's. Go ahead, Idris.
yeah, you gotta change slowly. For instance, like if you want to be healthier, like as far as jogging or something, like you want to increase your mile time, I'm not gonna tell you to go run 15 miles a day when you haven't ran in years. Go walk
Right.
around your neighborhood. Go walk around your neighborhood first, right? Do that for a week. Maybe pick up the pace. Start jogging, right? Slow, subtle
Yeah.
changes. The compound effect. Over time, it will make a difference.
And big facts. Big facts. And that's where I think two things I want to add on what you said. It's why it's important to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with, okay, is this a realistic target that I could actually obtain? Because nobody knows yourself more than you. You know what I mean? I don't, no one knows you more than you. You're in your head every day. You wake up, you know what you do every day. No one else does. So it starts with being honest with yourself. Like, for example, me, I want to lose weight. I've been working out. I know what I don't like to do and what I do like to do. So if I go out and I'm going to go on a hard workout in the first, or go to a gym and work out with somebody that's been working out, I might get discouraged and not feel like, dang, okay, maybe that's not for me, getting some negative thoughts. But if I working every day, doing something this, doing a little bit of that, and then it builds up to that hardcore workout. That's so, like you said, the compound effect. It's about what works for you, what
Mm-hmm.
you know you more than anybody. So you got to also trust yourself and be honest with yourself,
Right.
and that's when you break habits.
I'm gonna read this story we got in chat from Joey. God bless. Uh, Bruh, so this topic has been serious with me forever. I hate feeling like I waste time, but I find myself continuing down the cycle eventually because it's comfortable. Because you really only get one life and you don't want to regret it when you're older. Yeah, that's so true. It's easy to do what's comfortable. That's plain and simple. It's easy to do what you're comfortable with. Pushing those boundaries is what makes greatness. I don't know the exact quote, but I know Kobe said something along the lines of, you know, why I make so many game winners? It's because I take all those uncomfortable situations as a responsibility. You know, he makes it like his challenge to get as uncomfortable as possible. I don't know the exact quote, but it's something like that.
RP.
R.I.P. Kobe Bean. Another one from Mog. I've always felt I'm not a good source of self reflect because I see so many people thinking they're something that they're not. Maybe that's why I always want people to like me.
That's
You got
deep.
something to say on that?
Um, yeah, I could definitely say I've always been guilty of wanting to be liked by everybody. So I could definitely relate to that, feeling like that, and feeling like everybody's kind of just wearing a mask. And I think we talked about it in the previous episode. I can't remember the
Mm-hmm.
exact one right now, but it's on the YouTube channel where we talked about not wearing that mask and just being yourself. Just I feel like you have to be comfortable being you, and then
Mm-hmm.
whoever likes you from there, and who doesn't like you, it is what it is. It won't matter. But take off that mask and be you. That's what I would say. That's what I do. That's what I've done because I felt the same thing. I used to always, you know me, Idris. I always cared about what people thought, whether it be my parents, my friends, my girlfriend. I always wanted to please everybody, and
Yeah.
then I realized I wasn't pleasing myself. I wasn't happy. What is Charles like? And it's okay in that regard. It's okay to be selfish. Big rock, like what do I enjoy? It's okay to be a little selfish in that regard and realize what it is that you like and not worry so much about trying to please everyone because those people are gonna if they really rock with you, they're gonna rock with you regardless.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And
what
they
I mean?
probably
So
rock with
that's what
you. They probably rock with you because of like who you were in the beginning. You know, like because you were showing your true self. So
I 100.
yeah, when you start switching it up is when it starts getting crazy. But a story I just want to go back to on the compound effect. It's a religious story a little bit. Um, so there's this man who like he basically has a task of getting this giant boulder up the hill, and uh, So he's talking to God because he's like this frail, skinny guy. He's like, God, how am I supposed to get this giant boulder up this hill? Like, come on, like what am I supposed to do? And God tells him, Hey, I need you to push this rock for like 80 days, whatever it was. I don't remember how many days, but he said, I need you to push the rock for 80 days and you'll get it over the hill. And so he's pushing it. 10 days in, hasn't moved an inch. 20 days in, hasn't moved an inch. All the way up until the last day. The last day still hasn't moved a single inch. Right? And he's looking at himself, doubting himself through every step of the process. He's like, all these days have gone by. I haven't been able to move anything. Haven't been able to do anything. So he's doubting everything. And he's questioning God. He's like, God, I've been doing this every day. Nothing's working. Like, what's going on? And God's like, son, the goal was never to move the hill or move the rock. I'm sorry, move the boulder. But instead, look at yourself. So then he finally turned and looked at himself, in a reflection. And he's like chiseled. He's muscular now because every day he's basically like trying to move this giant rock. And the point of me telling this story is that sometimes you get caught up in things that you don't understand why you're doing it. But keep on those good habits every single day, and over time it will turn into something beautiful. Because on that 80th day, this man is all buff and chiseled. He didn't move the rock one whole inch, but he's transformed into something so much better that's been able to do much greater with life. So sometimes you got to cherish the moment, cherish everything that's given to you, and you may not understand everything. You may not understand everything that's happening, but trust the process and keep compounding those good effects. Rough storytelling, I know,
Beautiful.
but y'all get the point.
I was dope. I was tuned in. I was listening. I was all ears because I was like, okay. He's pushing the rock. Is he gonna actually move the rock? No, he he leveled up himself.
He leveled up
I
himself.
want to himself.
Leveled up
I want to
himself. And
say
you don't know
shout out to
you don't know what that's gonna set you up in life for. Not everything that is presented for you in front of you is meant for you. But embrace it. Embrace the changes. Like, he thought the mission was to push the rock. But guess what? Life just switched up. 79 days through pushing it, he realized, hey, look, I just learned a whole bunch of different skills, whatever. I can go do a whole bunch of other things with my life now that I never even knew I had the potential to in the past. Like, the answers aren't laid out in front of you every day. You never know what's going to change. Keep with it.
Man, I think this episode it got down a deep path. They went down a real. I didn't know it was gonna take this turn, but that's what happens in wrong time, right place. You know what I'm saying? It
We
goes
never
like
know. We never know. You never know.
It's what's up though.
Yeah, we just want to shout out everybody else that's in the chat right now as well. Tozer and Joey, God bless. Sponge Kobe. I have a charity stream 24-hour coming up on the 15th of December. That's here in a couple days on Tuesday. Tuesday the 15th, ladies and gentlemen. I have a goal of $1,000 I want to raise for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They have an event going on called Bring Joy, which is specifically centered around Make-A-Wish in the hospital for the holiday season specifically. So I hope to see everybody there. I'm not asking for donations. If you can, that's great. If not, that's okay. All I ask is for your presence. Share some kind words with me and share some energy.
Can I bring one challenge though for all our wonderful viewers? I know because all of you guys have been loyal since day one. Everybody in here, I got mad love for all of you for real. I want to present a challenge because this is for charity. This is for kids. I say, could we all bring one new person to the stream on the 15th? Everybody tell one person new. Try to get them in. And with that, we could reach the goal We can make my man E Money reach his goal for Make a Wish Foundation, and I think this is a dope, beautiful thing you're doing, man. And I just want to try to get as many people and eyes towards it as possible.
It's not just something I'm doing; it's something we're doing. We're doing together as a community. Like it's not about me,
That's right.
whatever. We're doing it as a community. Like I do it because I care. And I know we were talking about it a little bit the other day. Like it's not so much that it's about the money or whatever, but I know later down the line we're gonna be able to kill goals and bless people, bless families with such like large amounts of blessings that they won't even know. And I can't wait till we really reach those days. This is the first like charitable cause that I've ever actually like been the head of essentially. And I don't even celebrate Christmas, but I just do it because I care. You know,
Because you care.
2020's been tough for a lot of people, and especially the kids in the hospitals with COVID and stuff like that. So if we can do anything to like put them on the right track for a great 2021, let's do it. That's a great
Hmm.
challenge, by the way. I didn't even think about that, but that's a beautiful challenge.
Now I think we just get one. Everybody brings one person, and that person brings one person. Who know? I think we could do some amazing things. I'll be here on the 15th. I'll be, and I know everybody in here will be. So we about to. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party too. It's gonna be a little celebration.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a big, 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 big event with many more to come. As you can see on my Discord, I actually made an event page where I'm gonna be posting cool stuff that we're gonna be doing in the future, like this. Not only for my channel, but anything that I want my community to be associated with. If I see you doing something dope in your channel, I want to be a part of that as well. So I'm gonna post it in there, try to bring everybody I can to be able to push those things out. Um, the floor is also open for Q&A at this time. If you guys have any questions or anything you guys want to ask, please feel free to do so. Um, your unwavered
Yeah,
support is appreciated. All right. Thank you guys so much.
yeah. It's nothing but real ones.
Rockin', when we
Oh,
meeting, my
Toxic Kennedy,
guy?
when we meeting, my guy. Man, you know what? Let's put a date on it. Um, I'm trying to go hiking. That's what I'm trying to do. We should get a little group together, go on hikes, go do stuff together. Cause trying to get with it. I'm trying to get active.
See, I
Like
knew we, I knew
maybe a
we
Red Rock trip.
we would have done a bunch of stuff, like no doubt. We would have done a bunch of stuff already if there wasn't like all this Rona stuff and BS going around. Like I know
And,
for a
and
fact we would have been doing a ton of stuff. But yeah, we should definitely put a date on it
no,
and um when we can make things happen. And I like I said, I know I'm opening a restaurant as well. So these events I'm gonna take in person as well. Like charity events in person. Food drives, toy drives, you name it. I got big plans in the works. Don't even trip. Um my man Bali says, "Hey Idris, what you gonna be doing during 24-hour stream?" I'm gonna be playing some games, probably doing some reaction videos. I'm stockpiling some videos I can react to on stream, just vibing, having a good time. But yeah, if you want to join me at any moment, please feel free to do so. Join any games, suggest some games, whatever.
it's lit.
It's
Man,
lit.
I can't wait for that restaurant to open up. I ain't gonna
Um,
lie.
as you can see, we've been working on some things too. We've been working on, like I said, these new graphics that you see on the screen here.
Uh,
We're still working on improving them as well, putting some new animations out there for you guys. We already got the new emotes, which I don't even think I told Charles about. We got new emotes. You see the lives
Ooh,
going up in
emo.
chat, the big facts going
I
up in chat.
see.
Those are all the
I
emotes
see
we've
them.
been working on. So hopefully you guys are rocking with the vibe that we've been going for, and
Yeah.
been and we've been very appreciative of everything you guys have been doing for us as well. Anything that we get from the stream financially goes back into the stream, like
100.
for sure. We've been working on a lot of stuff. Um,
Yeah.
next
We
week,
got the social media. Oh, go ahead. My bad. I would
uh,
say we got the social media handles coming up too.
Yeah, my
Uh,
man Big Rocka is taking hold of Instagram and Twitter. We're gonna be coming up with those soon, and hopefully by next week we'll be up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're working
more
on
ways to
generating
share.
those as well. So if you guys have any suggestions, any questions, anything that you think we need to do better, please holla at us. Join that Discord.
Yeah, we got some big shows coming up. Actually, we got next week we got a guest coming on, special guest. We'll keep it under wraps for now, but we got close guests of both of ours. And after that, I think we got the New Year's, was it the New Year's show? We got a lot coming in store with Wrong Time Right Place.
Oh yeah, we got some good ones. I'll spoil the New Year's one. New Year's first day of the new year. We're doing 2021 manifestations. Nothing but good vibes. Speaking good vibes. Let's make it like a party. We're talking all that good stuff into everybody's existence right into 2021.
Can I
Storm, what it
drink
do?
on camera?
Can you drink on camera?
Is
Hell
that
yeah. Do what you want. Um,
okay?
we got
I don't
lots
know
of
if
friends
that's
who
the
drink.
Twitch guideline.
Nah, you good. You
I ain't
good.
trying to get the show shut down.
You good. You good. All that good stuff. We speaking nothing but greatness into each of our lives. Keep that same energy, and we're gonna keep rocking with it with everybody. Be that light in someone's life. Raise them up when you can't even raise yourself up. Like, honestly, you never know what somebody's going through. Be that guy. That freak, that nasty, that gushy stuff. Okay, okay. Word to Jay Z. I see it.
Jay
Um,
Z. I
for
think on that note, man. But you got
yeah,
anything else?
nah, you got it.
Got anything else? I think on that note, just want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode. We'll be back next Friday, 6 p.m. We'll
Friday.
be on Fridays consistently at this point.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, keep coming, and we gonna keep y'all posted. We're gonna have a big guest next week and many more shows to come. Many blessings and much love.